I think that this has taken the #1 spot of my favorite Noble Collection item. Hey Harry Potter fans, Peter Kenneth here. Welcome back to the Potter Collector channel, where we are a community of collectors. Today we are looking at an item that is very beautiful, something I've seen in the past behind like a display case. I've never actually touched, handled, examined one of these before. This is the Noble Collection's Triwizard Champions wand display piece. It comes with all 4 of the Triwizard Champions wands, and this display case that literally looks like it belongs in a museum. Before we begin, this video is sponsored by Scentbird. The season is changing and your perfume or cologne should follow. You may want to add some heavier scents for the fall and the winter instead of the lighter scents that you may have been wearing for the spring and summer months. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription company that allows you to choose scents from over 600 brands. And it's a flexible subscription service so you can skip a month without any penalties. You get to choose 1 new fragrance each month so that there are no surprises, all for $16. They also have a flexible subscription service, so if you like to mix up your scents, you can choose from 2 to 3 new scents per month. With us now back at Hogwarts, I thought it would be fun to play a game matching these scents to Hogwarts professors. In this bottle is Gendarme Sky, and right here is Versace Eros. Okay, Versace Eros would definitely be worn by Gilderoy Lockhart. Nice scent. This is Professor Lupin. Absolutely Professor Lupin. Each delivery is a 30-day supply, which is great if you like to change things up or sample different scents. No full expensive bottle purchases necessary. You can choose from designer brands like Gucci or Versace, as well as indie brands like The Harmonist or Vince Camuto. All scents are 100% authentic. Scentbird works directly with the brands. With Scentbird, you will receive a really decent amount of high-end fragrances for only $16, but if you use the coupon code POTTERCOLLECTOR, it will only cost you $11 for your first month. If you would like to give Scentbird a try, check the description down below. There is a link as well as that coupon code. Now back to the video. Now I purchased this recently at a live auction, and if you saw my previous video, which was the giant haul unboxing of all of the things I purchased at the auction, rare items, retired items, and things I didn't even know existed, this was very briefly shown, but today we are taking a very close look. All right, I think we should look at the wands first and then the display piece. Look at how big this is. So the 4 Triwizard Champions are, of course, Fleur Delacour, Victor Crumb, Cedric Diggory, and Mr. Harry Potter. Now, this is made by the Noble Collection, so we receive actual Noble Collection wands. I'm gonna pull them out here. This particular set was made in 2005. Noble Collection still makes it. So it's still possible to buy this set, but this is like the first edition version of it. And I'm not 100% positive, but this may have been the first time we saw some of these wands. For example, Fleur Delacour, Victor Crumb, and Cedric Diggory. I mean, we had seen Harry Potter's wand already released. And his wand feels very light. I actually have a later version of his wand, so let's do a comparison of it at the end of the video. All right, let's start with Miss Delacour's very delicate yet strong wand. That's how I would describe it. The shaft of the wand has leaves on it. It feels like something that a part Vila would have. If you don't know, Fleur Delacour is part Vila. It's mentioned in the books, but not in the movies. And then her wand handle is extremely strong looking, but also really ornate, decorative. I love the overall look, feel, flow. Like it says, I'm beautiful, but don't mess with me. And then we have Mr. Victor Crumb's wand, which I love because I love birds. And on the end of the handle of Crumb's wand is a carving of a bird. Now this is a Gregorovich wand. It is not an Ollivander wand. And then look at how the bird just continues on down the shaft of the wand. It's almost like this is a tail feather of the bird itself. The neck of the bird provides a nice resting place for your pinky. It allows for some really good grasping and spell work. And the other thing I like about this wand is the uniform color throughout. Cedric Diggory has a very simple straight wand with some designs on the handle itself. To me, these look like runes and then orange slices. This to me looks like sliced oranges or even spider webs. If you know what these spider web or orange symbols mean, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know. Now, I said that these are from 2005. One thing I want to mention is a way to figure out when your collectible was created. See that little 05 there? That means 2005. Now the tip of his wand is a darker brown color, so it's almost like he dipped it in a cup of stain or something to make the tip a little bit darker. It's a very simple design choice that adds a really big effect. You may not have even noticed it until I pointed it out, but now that I have pointed it out, it's going to be the only thing that you notice. I like the simple wands a lot. And of course, the boy who lived, Harry Potter. Now we are very familiar with Harry Potter's wand. This particular version feels more authentic to the movies than the Noble Collection's current Harry Potter wand. The current Harry Potter wand has a very similar color throughout both the handle and the shaft of the wand, whereas on this one, you see a very big difference. Dark brown versus more of a medium brown. Now, Harry's wand handle looks like a rough branch, and if you continue on, it looks like the shaft was then carved from that same branch, but Ollivander decided to leave the handle more rough and natural looking. All right, so those are the 4 wands for the 4 champions. Now it's time to open up what is literally a trophy case. And if you've not seen this, you're gonna flip out. Dun, 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 dun. Let me get this out of the styrofoam, situated and assembled. Just you wait. I told you it was a trophy case. This is made out of glass, not plexiglass, glass. Solid, it could shatter glass. So the display case frame is trimmed out in antique gold, and then the wand stands themselves are also in antique gold. Let me take off the glass for a second and show you. Check this out, this is metal. So glass and metal was used, and wood, to create the stand itself. Noble Collection did not spare any expense. They could have made this out of plastic, they could have used plexiglass for the display case itself, even the stand could have been made out of plastic. But they went with real materials, which is awesome. The tips of these stands are painted in a shiny, glossy black, which adds a different element and interest to this stand piece itself. And what I love about this, which I've never noticed before, the font used is not necessarily Harry Potter font. It reminds you of Harry Potter, but it's not the Harry Potter font that we know, which I'm happy about, because it makes it feel more authentic, like it was pulled out of the Wizarding World. So here is Harry Potter's nameplate, Cedric Diggory, Miss Delacour, and of course the greatest seeker, Victor Crumb. Now on the bottom of the wood stand itself, there is the Triwizard Tournament crest, and this piece is called the Challenge of Champions. And then to add another beautiful element, there is this gold metal nameplate that says Triwizard Champions. Look at how shiny that is. It is time to place the wands into their holders. Mr. Harry Potter, Cedric Diggory. Now what's nice about this is there's really no right or wrong way to display them. If you wanted to have all the handles on one side or to have handles on both sides, which is what I'm doing, you can do that too. My guess is I'm going to prefer to have all the handles on one side, but let's see what this looks like. Fleur Delacour's wand has taken its place in Triwizard history, and Mr. Victor Crumb. There is only one more thing to do to complete this display, and no, it is not to ask, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Da 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 da. Now that is an impressive piece. I think that this has taken the #1 spot of my favorite Noble Collection item. All right, so we've looked at the different details of the item, but look at the total package. Sometimes, you know, things can have details that get missed, and it's probably because the display case itself is simple. You know, if they had made the edges with different designs, it would have distracted from the piece itself. Instead, it just adds to the full aesthetic of this whole display. I love the font that was used on the nameplates. Again, it feels Harry Potter, but it's not that Harry Potter font. Same thing with Triwizard Champions. I'll say it again, this feels very much like something that was pulled out of the Wizarding World. Like you reached into the movies and pulled it out of the trophy case, and it's sitting right here in the Potter Collector Library, or it can sit in your collection. It is absolutely beautiful. Now there's one thing I don't love, but I also don't hate it. It's the Triwizard Tournament crest there in the center. In my opinion, it would have looked better if it was a gold plaque with etchwork on it, just to kind of tie in with the whole gold feel and look of the piece, or nothing at all. It doesn't make me dislike the piece, and even though I would have rather it be a metal gold plaque, I'm perfectly happy with what they've chosen. What are your thoughts about this piece. Do you have this in your collection? Have you seen it in person before? Is this your first time seeing it? Let me know down in the comments below. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I don't know how I'm going to display it, but it absolutely needs to be displayed. And again, real material, glass, wood, and metal, not plexi, plastic, and plastic. You can still add this piece to your collection. Check the description down below. I've left a link to where you can find it. But now I want to take Harry's wand out and do a comparison to the current version of Mr. Harry Potter's wand from the Noble Collection. A totally different wand. Now, I'm not sure if this wand here was made specifically for this piece. I don't know why they would do that because the wands themselves are the same length, but this one was made in 2020 versus 2005. The 2005 wand is a lot more beautiful. There's a lot more detail on it. It feels more authentic. It feels older. Here's the more newer version. It's a lot more sleek, shiny, all one kind of uniform color. Here they are side by side and you can really see the differences. Very, very interesting. Oh, so actually this is from 2004, not 2005. So this is even older than I originally thought. So 2004 versus 2020. It is lighter. This one's a lot heavier. It feels more sturdy. This feels like something that could break easier. So perhaps they just wanted to make a more sturdy wand, but this one definitely wins when it comes to look and display and just overall feel. I love this thing. I love this thing. So my previous favorite Noble Collection item was Ravenclaw's diadem, but I think that this has just captured the golden egg and won the first task for me. If you have any questions about Harry Potter or collecting, feel free to leave a comment down below. You can also join the Potter Collector community on Instagram at the Potter Collector or on Twitter at Potter Collector. And don't forget, if you sign up for Scentbird, you can get your first month for only $11 with coupon code Potter Collector. Now it's time to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, keep collecting. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, welcome. You can subscribe right up here. You can also look at some previously posted content down here. If you have any questions about Harry Potter books or collecting, please feel free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. But for now, I must go. See you next time.
Whoa, where'd he go?